The SIM card?
Yeah, I lost the card
you
and
have
the
one
little
though?
reader.
And the reader.
Yeah,
Did I have a reader?
I did.
Oh, a Rick reader?
A Rick Ritter, yeah. I know a guy named Rick Ritter.
You do?
His mom's name is Rita.
Rita Ritter.
Believe it or not.
No, for real?
Yeah.
Dude, that's wholesome as hell.
Bless his heart.
Bless her heart.
Did you start this stupid thing yet?
I did.
Oh, okay.
It's both of us.
Okay, perfect.
Rick Ritter. Sorry.
Rick Ritter. Sound check. Rick
Sound
Ritter.
check.
Rick
Sound check.
Ritter. I'm just I forgot to ask Mikey earlier today if he would want to talk.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we need to get him on. If you want to call him Bluetooth to
No.
straight. Yeah.
So we're back. I'm glad to see you again.
Dude, we're in person too. This is the best.
Yeah.
This
you
is
ditched
the
me
best.
tonight.
I did ditch you tonight.
You got me. This is how you got me up here.
I did, yeah. I knew if you went to Freedom that you'd come to my house and pod, and I really don't care about stand-up anymore. I'm actually quitting. I meant to. I brought you here to tell you.
I was going to quit first.
Yeah, I brought you here to tell you I'm quitting stand-up, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is that why you didn't?
Yeah.
Is that why you didn't change the schedule on your
Full-time pod.
only potting?
Only potting. Yeah.
I like potting.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I was going to quit first.
I'm going to go to Atlanta's Funniest, just fresh, no sets since December.
And just podcast?
Just podcast on the set, yeah.
Yeah.
Set up the Zoom track.
Partner didn't show up today.
Yeah. What if we did that? What if I got moved to your show and we just set up the Zoom track and started potting?
The Zoom track. It's like,
yeah. They only give you like 3 minutes for the first set. So by the time we set everything up, be like, it's Sully and Moody. And they'd be like, all right, guys, that's it.
Oh.
Like, wow.
Actually, speaking of today, when I was going through the sounds, I sent you that funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found a bunch of other ones that were like Sully and Moody.
Ooh, play that one that you sent, though. Put it in the mic.
I don't know which one it is.
I can play it. It's in the group chat.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
Ain't nobody mess with me. I'm just so lame and gay.
I thought it was going to be D-Sully too.
I know, right? Yeah. It would have rhymed so perfectly.
And then there's this one.
That's so funny.
Sully and Moody.
Sully and Moody. God dang.
Sully and Moody.
Yeah, I just found a bunch of those.
Sully and Moody.
Oh my god, you're just sitting in your room like testing out ways to say Sully and Moody.
Yeah, I did. I did 3 of those, and then I did this one.
Oh my god, dude.
Ain't nobody mess with me. I'm just so lame and gay.
Hey, I'm gonna leave my wife.
I know, right? My wife's she must be into gay men.
Yeah, I thought about that as a joke, and because every time I come home and Jess wants me to cook dinner, and it's always like a dinner that we don't have the ingredients for, so I have to come home from work and then go back out to the store, and every time I just want to tell her that I'm gay. I don't want to.
I'm gay.
I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, I'm gay, and I don't want to do this.
That's the best. I mean, that's
such a good out for a guy. To be honest,
totally.
All the guys out there know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If you need an out,
you know who was really funny tonight was Mr.
Scott.
Mr. Scott.
Yeah,
he's really good. He's getting really good.
Yeah, he came to a good answer. He floats around. He's everywhere.
Floater, dude.
But in a good way. Shit, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. What was his set tonight? I don't want to put him on blast. But
a lot of it he was screwing up, but he was making it really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, he is a character.
Yeah. If you can, I mean, if I could just go up there and screw up all my jokes, then I'd be the best comedian ever, because I'm funnier when when my jokes don't go over as planned.
Yeah. It's about bringing people into the fold and acknowledging what's happening,
right,
kind of thing. Yeah. And understanding that you're just trying to really just be on the same page as the audience, or bringing the audience on the same page as you. So if you screw something up, acknowledging it and then making it funny that way.
Yeah. And I can't read.
I can't read good either.
So it's like we got to look at the pictures.
I can't read good. You're like
Skirt.
you got your contacts. Pop them out.
Yeah. Pop them out and then
yeah.
put them right back in after you
right.
wipe them on your shirt. I do that too much where I'll do little, oh yeah, I do like, and then I'll be listening. I'll be like, what the fuck am I doing?
Dude, what was your?
You gotta watch.
What was your?
That guy jumped out of the plane today and survived.
Oh, is that? I was literally gonna bring. Before we started this, I was gonna say, hey, there's a plane and a lot of people.
I don't know if he
died
jumped
today.
out, but yeah, maybe he just survived.
Why would you say that?
Well, because I actually read the reports before anybody else knew the news, but it was from like
Twitter.
Yeah, it was from like
Twitter.
people that I don't fully trust.
Yeah.
So, and it was like the guy jumped out the emergency exit before he heard a loud noise as it was taking off, and then another loud noise. Then he said he stopped feeling the plane descent.
For real.
Yeah, and he literally was walking.
Well, yeah. The report said the doctors were like he came unscathed, like no injuries. That's crazy.
Yeah, 11A is like the 11th row closest to the window.
And so he just like pulled the hatch.
I don't
and just
know if
jumped out
I don't
into
know
a
if he just
building.
survived the crash. I know it's like, did he land in water? There were 600
Right.
feet in the air.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he just survived the crash or if he jumped out, but
Yeah.
pretty close.
Maybe he was wearing, because everybody wears those like really baggy jeans nowadays. Have you seen those?
And he
Like the
just
bell
floated.
bottoms. Yeah. And he just jumped out. And he's
JNCO.
like,
I think JNCOs are in style now.
dude, Abercrombie's got a freaking, yeah.
Abercrombie went out of business, didn't they?
No, Abercrombie's huge.
I think they
They came back.
They just sent me a job offer for standing outside the mall.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah,
Super inclusive.
I was
now.
like, I'm like the model that stands outside the
Yeah.
store.
You honestly could be a model for sure, dude.
Thanks.
D Sully.
Thanks.
D Sully Limited LTD.
Moody is the best complimenter.
Yeah. But yeah, now they're super inclusive. Like Abercrombie doesn't just do like really hot guys that they molest behind the scenes. Have you seen that documentary? Supposedly, like a lot of the models that they brought in, like
I didn't see the documentary, but I lived it.
I was actually there.
I remember I got the application.
Crazy, dude.
They wanted me to stand outside the stores.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Like the lengths that people go to do things. Like if you're just like a crazy person and you're just like, how do I like get a bunch of like handsome people around me so I can just like do weird things?
I
It's
love
like,
young.
I'll start a clothing company.
Yeah, young handsome men.
Yeah. And I'll photograph
Boys.
them on islands everywhere around the world.
I think it's actually pronounced boy.
That's hilarious. Damn. Yeah, I can't believe that guy survived because like definitely shouldn't have.
I think when I was with Julio today, I said, dude, I think somebody survived that plane crash that we were just talking about. And he goes, oh yeah. I go, I don't know. And he goes, oh yeah, it might be one of your fake new guys. fake new guy. Fake a new guy.
On a
I
Twitter?
Cut that out.
Yeah.
I didn't mean
We're
to say
keeping it
that.
in. We're keeping it in. We're keeping it in.
A fake news guy.
Yeah, they got it.
That's what I meant to say.
That sounds different. It sounds different. Yeah, it's wild.
A fake news guy.
Dude, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I watched the
fake news guy.
video of the plane and it was just like such a anticlimactic landing. It was basically just the plane was just like, I don't know if we can keep going, and it was like a slow descent into just buildings. It wasn't just like a nosedive or
buildings
like
though.
I don't. Well, the
Because he kind of
video
disappears.
Yeah, the video I saw just disappeared over the building horizon, and then like a very big explosion, which is like
Huge.
It's like nobody should. So he definitely had to have like gotten out of the plane beforehand.
Or the
to your
explosion was. Yeah, I know. How does
It was huge.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he survived the landing, then he had the fireball.
What if the guy though? Because so this stuff happens every time there's like a big thing. Like
What
what
if
if
it was
the
a
guy
girl?
literally
A girl?
Yeah,
It
what
was
if
a
it
girl.
was a girl.
What if the guy was a girl, dude?
Breaking news. It wasn't a guy.
Tranny.
It was actually a girl. What if fucking like it was just like bystander like watching it happen. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take advantage of this," and I was in there. I was in that plane, and I jumped out of the escape action. Like I just survived, and I have no scratches on me. And everybody's like, "Wow, that's so brave of you." And it's like, No, like nobody survived that. That was an insane explosion.
Well, that's what I didn't believe it until I saw that Libs of TikTok had posted it, and then I was like, okay, that's real. That's
All right,
real.
I like that. Don't you think that's funny though that like everybody disrespects Musk because nobody calls X Twitter or nobody calls X X. They call it Twitter still. Why?
Because X is formerly known as Twitter. Prince,
Formerly known as Twitter.
yeah, Prince
Gotcha.
has to worry about the same thing.
Prince? Like
He
dead Prince?
He used to have to
Like
worry.
dead Prince?
Yeah, Prince. My wife actually saw the last show that Prince ever did.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. We were
In the
just up in
Fox.
Minnesota and Jess's grandmom lives like right down the road where his studio is where he died.
Yeah.
It's super weird. It's like a
Or is it
white
studio. Or
Yeah,
house?
there's like a huge white. Well, he had like a house near the lake, and then I think he had the studio, and it's like a really big, like white. It almost looks like a mosque, but like it has
Yeah.
like purple, his symbols and like all kinds of stuff around it. It's pretty weird. Well, it's cool. I like Prince. I'm a big fan of Prince. And then when you go through the Minnesota airport, they have like a whole store dedicated to Prince, and they have this music on repeat and stuff.
Damn.
I mean, he was from there. It makes sense.
Yeah. His last show was in Atlanta.
No, really?
Yeah, the Fox.
Oh, no way.
My wife was there.
That's crazy. Yeah, you might. Yeah, that's what you. Yeah. It wasn't at Lakeside or Lakewood
At
Amphitheater.
Lakeside, Lakewood, High Five Eyes.
High Five Eyes. Yeah. Or Ship and Anchor.
He
he played
Monday
at Ship and
night.
Anchor on Monday
Ship and
night.
Anchor,
Yeah. Ryan hosted.
Right. Yeah, and he does this thing where the stutter guy.
No, who's the stutter guy?
He's like, so my friends, they do this thing. You know the guy I'm talking
What?
about, right?
No,
He always
who is this
repeats
guy?
like the last word that he says.
No, who's this?
He's really little, and
Is this a comedian or a musician?
yeah, a comedian that goes up to Freedom Brew and Shine all the time.
What does he look like?
He's just like looks like a little boy, like literally like a 13-year-old boy. He's
Does
little.
he
and
have
skinny.
Tourette's? But no, Ryan says he has Tourette's, but he doesn't have Tourette's.
Right,
Yes.
that guy.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he just has.
He's like, I don't have Tourette's.
stutter.
And Ryan every time is like, you have Tourette's, and he's like, I actually don't.
Yeah.
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 So what
and
about
so
him?
he'll have a joke that's like, so we went down to the park and we were like, chilling and like that's his like stutter. It's weird.
Really?
Like I can almost intimidate it.
Is he doing good?
Imitate it. I can intimidate
I can
him.
intimidate
dude.
him. I
I'm
can-
way bigger than him. I can
fuck
fucking
him.
beat the shit out of him. So
Hey,
intimidated.
Come here, dude. I'm gonna tell you something. I could beat the shit out of you.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
laugh at your jokes.
I'm gonna be your friend.
Yeah.
But I just want to let you know though, I
But-
could smash you.
Apparently at Ship and Anchor on Monday, they do this thing where they like, oh, if your set's really good, you get like a little trophy.
Oh yeah.
And then
if it's really bad, do they pin you to that like really big wooden wheel and they throw knives to make
Yeah.
try not to hit you?
Yeah.
But they might hit you.
but they auction off who gets to throw the knives. So
Nice.
you never know who's gonna get it.
Whoa. I like that. I'm sorry. Go on.
So I guess the stutter got the I wish I knew his name. That's so disrespectful.
It is, but also it's an identifier.
Yeah,
'Cause
it is.
he's the only one that does that. Yeah.
He won the trophy, I guess.
No way.
And then the next guy was better than him, I guess. And so Ryan was like, I'm going to need that back, and took it.
What? No.
I don't know how it works. So I can't say
So
that's how he explained it to me.
awarded the award before all the comics went.
Right. I think it's like the best comic gets the award, but if someone's better, then they get it. Right. I don't know how it works,
It's
bro. But
such a weird
but
system.
when he was telling me the story, I was like, wait, what did he do to you?
That's like saying like in the middle of like a basketball game, like at halftime, it's like, oh, you won. It's like, but no, you have still like
Yeah, you get the trophy, but if you end up losing, you get the trophy taken away.
yeah, right. In the second half, it's like okay, that's such
Yeah.
a weird thing to like just pump this kid up that obviously would probably appreciate an award, and then all of a sudden be like, actually, dude, no, wasn't that good. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, actually, to think about.
But that's how he explained the story to me. So
Yeah.
he did what? He was like, oh. And then, so he's got an
Yeah.
axe to grind with him too. So,
I bet.
Ryan, I'm sure it's really tough to be Ryan. He's got a lot to do. So let's
He
cut
does.
him a break.
Cut him some slack.
Cut the host a little slack. He doesn't really know what he's doing.
He doesn't have a lot of slack to give, though. I mean, he's like this big.
I know.
Can't cut a lot off that.
Can't cut a lot off
Yeah,
of
you
5'3".
can't- Hey, come on.
Hey,
Sorry, we love you, Ryan.
we love you, Ryan.
As long as you treat my D Sully with respect
I know.
and love.
I know, dude. Fucking. Last time I showed up to that place, I didn't get a slot. I stayed the whole show, and then you're like, "Oh, I forgot you." I was like,
Yeah, it's
"Yes."
I was like sitting right there, like the whole time.
Yeah.
And I signed up,
He literally is just like, at the end of the show, he's like, "Oh,
Oh, yeah.
whoops."
Well, and the funny thing about that, though, is there are no rules. Like, you're running the place, and it's like, oh, we just have one more. It's like,
He could have been like, "Oh, wait, actually, we have one more," but it was like, at that point, I would have literally been like doing comedy to the three people that were just
but
standing
who
there.
cares? It's like, at least you get to go up. It's like that one guy. You remember when we first started, there was that one guy, literally every time we go to Freedom Brew and Shine, he'd show up 15 minutes before it ended, sign up and go last every time.
And he was so loud and obnoxious, but he'd been doing it for a long time.
And he had the same jokes, and he had some funny stuff, but it was also kind of like, all right.
And then he made fun of me one night, and I was like, I don't fucking like that guy.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about? You
Yeah, and
remember
he'd
that?
always be quick to give you advice, and it's like, I don't understand. Like, you're giving me advice, but you're also not doing anything, though. You're just showing up to Freedom. Like, I get it. Like, you have some jokes, but yeah, we're kind of all on the same page here.
All right.
It's a weird scene, dude.
So good.
Yeah, it is. Pod's
Okay.
cool, though. Right?
Mm.
Dude. Sully, what do you got, dude?
I got.
Have you been tripping on AI right now?
I'm tripping.
Did you
balls,
see?
Dude.
I saw a news
A
article.
5 million. I got a 5 million in me right now, but
Hey,
I'm not even funny, dude. I'm not even funny. I'm fucking
that
high.
was an upper, dude.
I'm high.
That was an upper, dude.
I'm so high.
That was a sativa, dude.
I'm about to jump out the emergency exit because this plane's about to crash.
Dude, that's so crazy.
My name is
though.
Mohammed.
Like, so you're the guy in the plane,
You just ride the
You
door.
hear
you
a
surf
loud
it.
noise.
You windsurf it.
but dude, what if the plane was not in trouble? Like, the guy just heard a few noises and then just like
He's the reason they
decides,
crashed.
I gotta get out of here. He's definitely on mushrooms, and he's just like, I gotta get out of here, and he just fucking rips the escape hatch open and just goes, and it's like in his little JNCO jeans, and he's
Well, JNCO jeans and the door.
oh yeah, and he surfed it
Because you guys have been on,
surfed the
you guys have all
door.
been on a plane where you see the emergency exit doors. They actually have like kind of like a wakeboard. They got a little
it
spot
is.
for your
It's
feet.
concave. Yeah,
That's
crazy.
They have the boots for your feet,
It's just
like a wakeboard. So if you can get to it quick enough, I get it. I've always been like, who the hell has ever done that?
yeah. And the plane
Got their
like
feet into
perfectly aligned with like that one of those like sand hills in India, and he's just
The Indian sand hills, yeah. India's got a lot of sand
I love
hills.
sand hills, dude. Sand
Yeah.
surfing's big over
I
there.
think that's where you get sand from
Yeah.
India.
And somebody was like filming. There's like just a camel in the background, and it's just like, and he's like,
It's like Red Bull.
yeah, and then it's just a commercial for Red Bull.
And like
Have you ever
everybody
felt
dies.
uncomfortable on a plane?
262 other people just die for the Red Bull commercial.
in the background, but it's just him and a camel, and
And he's like,
this is like, wow, drink Red
yeah,
Bull.
he lands and he's just like,
Yeah. Wow. If you need to escape a plane from
yeah, Red Bull gives
sure
you wings.
death, yeah. 100% fatality. Guess what? Not today. 99%. I'm surviving because I drank Red Bull.
Yeah, Red
That's
Bull
crazy.
makes you fun.
Yeah.
motherfucker.
If you don't want to die in a plane
almost did it again.
crash, if you don't want to die in a plane crash, drink Red Bull. It gives you wings.
yeah. That's good. Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh my god, dude, that guy definitely had Red Bull. That's crazy.
Dude, there's no other way he survived.
It's so crazy.
Like, honestly, I can't think of any other way.
I know. It doesn't make sense. There's no way to bail out. There's just like buildings he would have like Jason Bourne out of the plane and like, shoulder rolled on
The
top
glass
of
would have
a-
torn him up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It has to be wakeboard.
He wasn't on the
wakeboard or the
plane.
Red Bull.
There's no way he was on the plane. He just is like he's clout chasing. That's what he's doing. He's clout
Yeah.
chasing and he's going after the fame, and he's like, I was on there. Watch, there's gonna be a news line that's like, this guy never bought a ticket. He never had a ticket.
I've
on
already
that
seen a
plane.
picture of his ticket.
No. Are you serious? Oh my God.
Nice try, Moody. I really have, yeah.
Crazy.
I
Oh my god.
I saw a picture of it
Oh, you
with
know
the
what
guy's name.
Oh, you know what?
And the
I
guy's
think he
from
did?
England. He's like a London guy.
I know. What
He's
he
a
did.
London grad. I think it's Russian. A Leningrad or whatever. What am I thinking of?
Dude, I know what he did. I know what he did.
Yeah.
I know what he did.
Besides Red Bull.
He escaped his seat into the waitress's den, where they like do all the food and stuff, and he just duct taped all the Biscoff cookies around his body.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. He just duct taped himself in Biscoff and pretzels. Pretzel mix.
Do you think they wondered why he's bringing so much duct tape aboard the plane?
Like, this is sketchy. He's like, don't worry about it.
Scary about this. Yeah.
It's under 6 ounces. Okay.
Have you seen the documentary about the fifth plane or the fourth
I
plane?
haven't watched it yet because there was stuff on YouTube about it.
It's not a good one.
For real?
It's not a good documentary.
What is the fifth plane about? Like, where was it?
It never even took off.
Right. That's what I thought.
Yeah, because like the other planes had crashed, and it was like
Yeah.
you guys kind of scheduled this a little bit funky.
I did just watch that came out 8 days ago
The
on
Titan.
Flesh Simulator.
Flesh.
Great channel, Flesh Simulator. I know it's random, but the dude's really good. And
on YouTube.
on YouTube, Flesh Simulator. Go check him out. He's awesome. He has like 500,000 subscribers, I think, almost already. But he's
subscribe
super
to
good.
us first.
Exactly. And if you're watching Flesh Simulator and you're 500,000 or one of those 500,000 people, just subscribe.
If you
to us.
are Flesh Simulator, comment.
Yeah, comment right now.
Please.
Right now. All right.
Yeah.
He did a whole expose on Building 7. Unreal, dude. Unreal. Dude, the two anomalies people don't talk about with 9/11, actually a lot of people talk about it, but it just like gets swept under the rug. It's
because
crazy.
I don't want to listen to it.
The Pentagon and then Building 7.
The
And
Pentagon,
it's like,
what's so weird about the Pentagon?
they didn't have any shrapnel from a plane. There was no debris. It was as if a missile hit the side of the building, and then the footage supposedly that they had of it, they just lost.
Well,
Just like with
there's
NASA
a
and the
video of something smashing into the side of the video.
Dude, no footage.
There is a security
And
cam,
then there was
but the frames per
people
second-
coming out into the lawn picking up stuff and like discarding it. There's no evidence of anything, no people, no bodies, no debris, no metal. Like things don't just disintegrate into thin air.
But was there any of that for the World Trade Centers?
Well, it would be mixed up in millions and billions of pounds of debris. Yeah.
Right, but the thing is like when you hit something like that and then the jet fuel ignites, like literally it doesn't leave much. Like I bet you
Not like this though. I'm telling you, dude.
So you're telling me to watch the Fleshlight.
All right, we'll put that aside, and then just what about Building 7? What happened there?
I don't know. I have no idea. I've never looked into it because I just try to avoid it. I try to avoid looking into it because I don't want to be an anti-American.
Well, you're not anti-American by questioning that because
We're just asking questions, honestly.
yeah.
Just asking
That's
questions.
free. It's freedom, baby.
Freedom.
It's freedom. This is what we do. So, the official story, and this is like by the government on the official report, is that fiery debris fell from the Twin Towers and hit Building 7 in a way that which it burned all of the foundation of Building 7, all of its like support structures, to where it would fall demolition style, just like the Twin Towers, without being hit by a plane. So fiery debris from the Twin Towers specifically hit one building that was not even necessarily in the vicinity of the Twin Towers, because remind you, there was a bunch of other buildings around the Twin Towers. The Building 7 was off. But that specific building that was attached to the Twin Towers that had very valuable information was collapsed demolition style, just like the
Twin Towers.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I've seen so many videos about like the it's like a laser beam or it's like another ship or a missile and all this, and I don't believe that. I think it was planes.
So
yeah,
do you
absolutely.
think that we landed on the moon?
I've seen videos both ways. I think it's interesting. I think we did land on the moon, but I think we found stuff up there that they don't want us to know about. That's what I think. I think we've been up there multiple times, actually. The Apollo missions, like the last 3 missions, I think it was 18 through 20. I don't remember. You have to fact check me on that. But the last 3 missions, they just said, "Oh, we're just disposing of the Apollo missions from now on." They landed on the moon multiple times, like 2 or 3 times. I don't remember how many times. And then they were set to go out. They built the rockets to go out another 3 times, and then just all of a sudden, we're like, we don't have the budget for it. Which there were good excuses for that at the time, I think. But anyway, they like disposed of it. But I've seen videos about there is some weird shit on the moon.
On the backside.
On the backside and on the side that they landed on. Because I think the moon's just a weird thing. The moon, like, when they landed on it, rang like a bell, first of all.
Or when they crashed the pod, there's like a pod, like the ejection pod or whatever. They purposely crashed it into it like the second time they were there.
Yeah, for hours.
And it rang like a bell.
For hours. It rang like a bell, like 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
So it's like a lot less dense than we thought it was. Right. It's just like hollow. Not that that means anything. It's just like a different type of density.
That's where King Kong lives.
Oh yeah, King Kong.
Hollow moon.
Tarzan. Hollow moon theory.
Is it Hong Kong or King Kong?
King Kong lives in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how he gets to Japan. Because remember King Kong and Godzilla, they got into it. It's that whole China-Japan feud. It's like King Kong from Hong Kong, Godzilla from Japan, and then they like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I do. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. The Chinese are doing some weird stuff over there, genetically modifying things like monkeys.
CRISPR?
Yeah, CRISPR, dude. They're doing CRISPR on monkeys. And
the best part
King
about
Kongs.
CRISPR is when they use it on the Lays, make them nice and crispy.
Crispy Lays, baby. Dude,
yeah, genetically modify my potato chips, please. Make them nice and crunchy.
Dude, if we went to war with China, and we went to war with China, let's just say let's say they invaded us, and we're like on the front lines. We're like, we know they're coming. They have like their naval ships coming, and they're like, you know, breaching our borders and stuff. And then all of a sudden, you just see like a 12-story gorilla coming out of like some kind of crazy aircraft carrier. It's like, what the fuck? You think it'd be like some sophisticated modernized robot or like drones, but no, the Chinese have genetically modified
the Americans
a monkey.
Like, the Americans are like, bring him in, and then it's like our aircraft carrier, and it's like Paw Patrol.
Yeah, it's just like 12-story dogs with police gear on.
Little dogs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And they're like the fire dog and
the fire. That's true. Yeah.
We have an aircraft carrier, a Paw Patrol aircraft carrier.
Bring in the Paw Patrol for King
Mighty
Kong.
Paw Patrol or whatever.
Dude, we're not prepared for that kind of stuff. Think about it, dude.
I know. Just think about it.
Yeah,
CRISPR is going to be
King
making
Kong?
real Paw Patrols.
Just like taking aircraft carriers out of the water and just like smashing them together like an angry child.
Yeah, I heard it ring like a bell.
Yeah, and it make it ring like a bell.
I heard they did. Yeah.
They did.
The aircraft carriers when King
King
Kong from Hong Kong.
Dude, that'd be funny if King Kong spoke like he was Chinese.
Yeah,
that'd be such a
hola. That's Spanish.
Yeah, it's like, we're confused. What's happening? And then he just smashes all of us.
Yeah. Boing. Ding. Yeah. Ding.
I don't know. I did that. That was a bad one.
That was a bad one, dude. Yeah. The only reason I came up here is because of the soundboard.
Oh, really?
No.
Fuck. Yeah. What did Mikey say, dude?
He said, "Yeah, I work every night. I can try to load this truck and talk if you guys want, but up to you. I like to catch him working. I get it if not, do your thing."
Hey, legitimately though, ask him if he is in flow state right now.
Okay, are you in flow state?
Yeah, ask him if he's in flow state right now.
Oh, Flonase?
Yeah, Flonase. Mucinex. You got boogers. The Mucinex guy sounds like he's from Queens, New York. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever seen the Mucinex commercials where it's like a booger with pants on?
Yeah, he's really boogery.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, whoa!"
He's from Queens.
Fresh mozzarella. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Have you ever seen that?
Why
it's like a New York accent. I don't know. It's like heavy as shit.
But not like East Side.
Not East Side. Not the Upper East Side. We're not talking about what's that show? The girls.
Is it the higher you live in a building is when you call it upper?
No, we're not talking about Gossip Girl, dude. We're talking about like the real shit.
Gothic girl.
Have you ever seen Gossip Girl?
Yeah.
For real?
I mean, I try not to look at it when it's on, but I have seen it before.
It's crazy. Yeah, talk about
scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's too long. That's too long.
Yeah, Gothic girl wears her JNCOs. Jinkles.
A jinko.
I think a Gothic girl always has jinkle.
Oh, that's good. That's good Chinese. Dude.
Yeah, it's a hola.
That's legit. That's legit King Kong right there. Yeah.
Gracias.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
Thanks.
That's great.
Legit. That's my King Kong impersonation.
Hey, you know what's a good channel on YouTube? The Y-Files. You need to check out the Y-Files.
Is that a guy that was on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, but you know what's funny?
Yeah, but hear me out.
I've been watching him for like a couple years, and I actually didn't like a lot of his content, but some of it I really liked. But yeah, he was on Joe Rogan. I was like, how does Joe Rogan know about this guy? And then I go back to his channel, and he had like 5 million subscribers. I was like, oh yeah, of course he knows about him. And I didn't know. That's crazy. Yeah, he's just getting all the guys on, all the YouTube guys on. But he's pretty good. Yeah. Channel's good. Yeah, AJ Gentile.
I just.
Yeah, I'm saying. That's right, dude. That's right. Hey, can I test a bit out on you?
No.
Because I'm not doing stand up anymore, so I have to test it out on somebody.
That's so awkward. But go ahead.
I walked into Home Depot the other day. You know, you're familiar with Home Depot, right? And I asked the guy that worked there, I was like, can I buy a home? And he's like, nah, we just sell the pieces.
They do.
They only sell the pieces. They don't sell the full thing. It's just so on. But can you put it together? He's like, no. I was like, so you have everything you need for a house? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, but you can't put it together. He's like, no. Sometimes I'm like, this is why I shouldn't do stand up.
No, it's really funny. It's really funny.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my whole life.
No.
They just sell all the pieces for the home, but they actually don't sell a home. Yeah, they can improve it. They sell every single piece.
He said anything could happen. It's live. He goes, I think I'll be ready. Let me go tinkle real fast. Mm-hmm. Here, let me give you his phone number, and you can have it dialed up.
Okay. Well, tell him
tell
him that a random number's gonna call him.
No.
Yeah. Guys, you know what time it is. It's Mikey time.
Yeah, I can't wait to eat my sandwich.
Why don't you eat it on air, dude? We got time.
I might.
Oh, Mikey Muchmore. We're not even real. We're AI.
Bruh. That's definitely gonna get marked.
I know. Well, I turned it off before like 2 seconds.
No, you didn't. You just turned it down. They still heard that.
Do you think so? For real? Dude, did you know there's a pyramid in Alaska?
Yeah. Okay, next question.
I was watching The Wheel of Fortune earlier. Have you ever watched that? Did you know Ryan Seacrest hosts that now?
Now he does.
Yeah. Legitimately though, is he a real person?
No.
He does everything. So Jesse was.
Have you watched Wheel of Fortune ever before this?
Yes.
Okay.
He wasn't on there.
No, it was the other guy, Pat Sajak, or whatever.
Yeah. But Ryan Seacrest does 40 things.
Yeah, he's done that for a long time.
I know, but he doesn't have.
And he does top 10, the biggest, most syndicated top 10 radio show in the country.
I know. What does is that? That's all he does.
What can't he do? I'm
he
sure he's
doesn't
good
eat.
at pickleball too.
Definitely doesn't eat.
Well,
definitely doesn't sleep.
Well, the thing is, it's easy to eat and sleep when you're famous.
Not when you're doing the New Year's Eve party.
Because people just keep.
Not when you're doing the New York.
Everything
New Year's
you
Eve
do
party.
is catered, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
Like
he's
you don't.
rich
He
as
doesn't even
hell.
buy food. I'm sure.
He doesn't even live. He owns 10 houses. Doesn't live at one of them.
No, he lives in the hotels that the businesses pay for.
He has 10 houses. Doesn't live in one of them.
No, he literally just traveling all day long and just like
that's crazy.
he probably has Airbnbs too.
Dude,
They
you
just
think he has like some kind of crazy kind of food that we don't have access to? Like some weird cubes, like those sugar cubes that they make for horses. But it's
So
like
what's
for
your
people.
phone number?
My phone number?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could give it out on air, but I think everybody's gonna. I mean, like
Here,
literally the millions of people that
type it
follow
in.
us. Literally the millions of people that follow us.
Yeah, good point. We don't want you getting pranked. We see you. We see you, dude. We know you're thinking it. Yeah. Just text it real quick. Your phone number.
Bruh.
Dude.
Dude, you know what's funny? Mikey Muchmore blocked my number that he didn't know I had.
Yeah, he probably thought you were. Yay.
Oh my god, dude, he's got the platies in the eyes.
Dude, I don't even have eyes. What are you talking about?
Platies in my eyes. I'm a blessing in disguise.
Platies in my eyes. My name is Guy.
I can't type on your phone. I don't know why.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
No, I just forgot how to type for 2 seconds. We have the same exact phone. It's not a different phone. It's the same exact phone.
Mikey Muchmore.
Did that
You
play
have
through?
you have his phone number. Why do we even? Yeah, I can hear it. Yo, dude, what's up?
Dude, what's up, man? Hey, I did get those calls. I just didn't. It was on silent or something.
No, yeah, well, it just rang once and went straight to your voicemail.
Hell yeah.
That's strange. What's up, guys? Oh, hell yeah! I've been
What's up,
waiting for one of those.
What's up?
Hey, first time caller, long time listener.
Yes, thank you.
Dude,
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Mikey.
You're
I've been
our,
listening to y'all. I'm your biggest fan. Been listening to y'all for a while
The
now.
OG.
I guess
Thank
I'd
you.
be cracking up. Guess I'd be cracking up while I'm loading these trucks.
Fuck yeah, dude. I like that.
you're a
Every
chief
once in a
Maine
while-
correspondent. Like, the main one.
Yeah, no, from Maine, for real.
Let me get you caught up about what's going on around here.
Okay.
All right, lots of snow. It's starting to warm up though. But lots of
100%.
mud now. That's about it.
Oh, wait. It's June, though. Is it still been snowy?
Yeah, dude. No, but like 2 weeks ago, I think they had snow near Portland, like just a dusting or something. But it's been like 80 the last like 2 weeks.
Oh, dang, cuz. Is it slush season? Is it slush season? Dude?
Kind of. It's Vermont is where the slush season is, but it's just straight up hot, man. It went from like 30 to 80
Yeah,
overnight.
that dirty snow, baby. That fucking
Oh, yeah.
dark
We
ass
all like
snow,
it dirty.
dude. That slushy shit.
That's that nasty stuff, I know.
That's that's 7-Eleven, dude. That 7-Eleven cherry slurper, dude.
Dude, I'm guilty of getting one of those every once in a while.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like-
you are, you
God
dirty little
dang,
slurper.
man.
I'm a dirty dog. I'm a dirty dog.
Dude, are you
Drew,
sending the
remember you
packages?
came up here?
Yeah.
I'm throwing. Dude, don't deliver your packages through UPS.
Hey.
If you want anything expensive, buy it like at the store.
Allegedly.
Dude, Mikey, you gotta go up. You gotta go up to West Paris and go visit the Wook Nook. You gotta go see
The
my
Wook Nook?
yeah the
I
Wook
know where
Nook.
West Paris is.
Yeah, you gotta go up and
What
see
is-
my
what's that all
sister.
about?
That's my sister's
Oh.
place, dude. Yeah, it's a
Okay,
music.
No way. What is it?
It's a music venue and a restaurant. You got to go up there and visit.
Oh
it, dude.
hell yeah!
The Wook
now that
Nook.
I know it's your sister, I'm definitely gonna do it.
Yeah, Alyssa and Jeff, dude. They have a little baby boy. You got to go
Alyssa
visit.
and-
They got some really
That's
cool jam
awesome.
bands that come around there. It's pretty fun.
What kind of food do they have?
Really, it's like elevated bar food. So like really good smash burgers, the kicking ass chicken sandwich, French
careful.
fries, dude. Yeah.
It'll kick you.
I'm a sucker for the chicken sandwiches, dude.
Oh, you'll love that. I ate that
Yeah, you
twice
are.
last time
Yeah.
I was up there. Yep.
Dude, I had Chick-fil-A yesterday, man. So
Of
I
course,
thought-
where?
Of course
New
you
York?
did. God bless you.
No. They have a Chick-fil-A in Westbrook now,
Oh, cool.
and it's
Nuh-uh.
right down the street. Yeah, dude. And guess what? It's the worst. I guess it's the worst performing Chick-fil-A in the country. Is what one of the kids who worked there had told me. Dude, they just don't know how to run it up here.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, Maynards
dude.
don't give a shit, dude. Yeah. Dude,
Dude,
the
yeah.
coolest
Hey, guess who
place.
was-
Yeah.
Well, my sister was #1 in line at that Chick-fil-A when it opened.
Your
That's
sister, she used to take
hilarious.
trips to New York to go or wherever she would go.
She did. She even agrees that this Chick-fil-A sucks.
That's crazy.
It's nothing, dude. They just don't know how to cook it. I don't know.
I ate it yesterday.
Oh, it's
Yeah?
so good though.
Yeah,
Which
Polynesian
one?
Chick-fil-A sauce. The one on Pleasant Hill and Peachtree Industrial.
Hey, shout out Chick-fil-A.
Those were the days.
Yeah, those were the
Those were the
days.
days. Hey, you want to hear
Mikey's like-
something funny, dude? The owners of this Chick-fil-A are a gay couple.
No.
Just a couple of gay guys. Swear to God.
Traitors.
Swear to God, hand to God. I know them. That's so good.
They must be
Hand to
sweet
God.
then.
Good
They
note
probably
on the
go to
chicken.
church.
I haven't seen them kiss or anything, but I've seen them.
But they do. They
they
do behind the
kiss.
scenes. Yeah, behind the air fryer.
You let me know if they kiss. I'll write into corporate.
Dude, right? I know. It's pretty woke shit up here.
But dude,
Hell yeah.
woke shit for Chick-fil-A too. That's almost.
Yeah, I
like,
know.
Yeah.
That's why I
I have a question.
had to mention that.
Yeah,
But
that's beautiful.
I heard your governor likes boys and girls sports.
He
Got him.
challenged the president. Yeah, the president wasn't having it.
Yeah, she
Got
said,
funding.
I challenge you.
It's so funny. Where my sister lives, it's all Trump signs. It's all.
Yeah,
but then
I
you go
know.
to you go to Portland. It's the
Dude,
complete
that-
opposite.
You're exactly right. And I used to teach in the sticks. There's like 30, 45 minutes from Portland. And everybody is Trump supporters.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody. As soon as you get into Portland, it's
Yep.
different.
Too many
Well,
people.
When people are
Yeah.
providing their neighbors with homegrown eggs, like that's when you know you're in Trump land.
Right.
When people
Yeah,
have have cars out in their front yard parked in like laundry
yeah.
machines, like dryers and washers, and they're just in the front yard.
Yeah, dude.
The snow melts, and you understand what people own at that point. They own like 2
Yes.
cars, like they have like a bunch of machinery. It's like, oh, I didn't see
Dude,
that when
you
the
been up
snow
here,
was
Moody?
there. Yeah, I lived there for
Moody,
like
you
2
come up here?
years. Yeah, I lived there
You
for like
lived
2
up in
years.
Maine?
Yeah, for like 2
Damn,
years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I
You
was-
guys are practically
that's like-
neighbors.
I was neighbors with you.
Yeah.
I was an hour and a half north of you up in West Paris.
Shit,
dude.
were we here? We had to have been here at the same time.
100%.
I didn't even know that.
And my
I-
sister, yeah,
Fitz
yeah.
came up here. Fitz has family up here.
Dude,
Dang,
you should reach
I
out to
saw
him.
Dude,
Dude.
I heard your podcast. You know, I love Fitz. He's the man. And is he still out in Utah or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I talk to him every once in a while, so I keep in touch with him. I haven't talked to him since he left for Utah though.
You should reach out to him and see how he's doing.
I will absolutely. I send him a text every now and again saying, "What's up?" and he'll say, "I love you, dude." And I'm like, "I love you, Fitz."
I love that, dude.
Yeah, and I love the Zane episode you guys had. Zane's the man, fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Cracks
he's into
me up.
gardening now, dude. He's a big
Yeah.
gardener.
I saw
now.
it.
He's a big
I heard.
gardener.
Yeah, he like talks to his plants and like plays music for him and shit.
Yeah,
I love it.
You're like, Zane, what are you doing now? And he was like,
Yeah,
I'm into
whoa.
gardening now. We're like, oh my god.
I always knew that was going to be I always knew that's where he would end up.
You
so.
did, Mikey did. He called it.
You did. If there's one thing I know about Mikey, is he always
called
said
it.
that.
He called it, dude.
And I always said that, man.
God.
Always.
And he always
I had
told
a
me
gut
I was.
feeling.
He told me I was
I
gonna
had
be
a gut
too.
feeling. Dude, Drew. No, remember when we were younger and we went to CC's Pizza? And remember, I told
Yes.
this story to somebody.
I
You
might have told this story on the podcast. Go ahead. Go
Yeah, you
ahead.
really- Oh, dude, where you got like you ordered a water and you got Sprite or something, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna tell on you, and you're like, you're not gonna tell on me, and I was like, yeah, dude, I'm going to tell on you, and I had to tell on you at that point because you challenged me. And so I told on
I
you,
challenged
and
you.
then fucking the guy like lit you up and was like, this is why we don't make money. He's freaking out on you.
This is why we don't make
He like escorted me out of the
He's
store.
like, if you wanted a Sprite, you could have asked me and I would have bought it, is what he said. And I was like, oh my
crazy.
god, you were so mad at me, and I don't blame you.
Yeah, he got
I'm a rat.
emotional.
I'm just a rat, dude.
I was a rat. Hey,
Dude, I'm
it's
a rat from way back.
listen. You just have a high moral standard, dude. That's all you
Dude, I
got.
know. I was feeling real. Yeah, some days, I guess.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're
just like-
keeping your friends accountable. I
Just
love
like
it.
if you ever meet an illegal alien, you're like, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta call ICE. I'm sorry.
I gotta call
You're
him, dude.
out
I
of
gotta-
here, dude.
I gotta call him, dude.
I'm just morally superior.
Yeah, I told that story to someone literally the other day because I was like, I was such a dick to my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, up here, I switched softball teams up here. They call me Benedict Buggy.
Benedict
I
Buggy.
was listening
I
to Benedict.
swear to
I
God.
heard something about Benedict Arnold today.
That's
actually,
crazy.
speaking of, because he
Really?
switched to the
Yeah,
bad
dude.
guys.
Yes, and then I went back to the other team the next year. They let me back.
So you switched
So-
twice.
I did. I Benedict both of them.
Why did
Dude,
they
you
kick you off the
Benedict.
first one?
They didn't kick me off. I left because I wanted to
Oh,
win a
you
six.
left.
Sometimes you gotta
Oh,
be like
wow,
you gotta
dude.
be like LeBron and
Yeah.
leave,
Yeah.
and then you go back and win one.
That's
Did
right.
you,
Then you
did
go
you
back
go
and
win
win
with
one,
the new
baby.
team and then
Except
win
I
with
haven't
the old
won
one?
one. I haven't won one with the team I originally quit on.
Yeah.
But we were going. This year's the year.
They're pissed.
They're not. Man, they're not happy.
I quit.
That's a good way to
They
put
don't
it.
play me. They don't play me as much as they used to. I'll tell you that.
Dang.
I actually quit my softball team because the last game I ever played, the opposite team, it was like the final round of the playoffs before the championship game, and they were trying to. So it was like the third game that evening. They were trying to hit line drives at me, and I was like, "Yo, dude,
Dude. Wow, that sucks because people like die that way.
yeah, I know,
No, they're
do you
trying
wear a
to
mask or
murder
anything?
him.
yeah." I go, "Hey
No,
guys,
they-
quit." And then they got even. And then they were like, "We ain't trying to do that." And then they literally tried to do it the rest of the game.
That's exactly what happens up here. Last game I went to, I was
So-
catching, and our pitcher got hit 4 times.
God.
Seriously,
times.
was he wearing a mask?
No, he wasn't. He's a nut, and he doesn't have a mask. But we have a pitcher who does have a mask who's not playing. I don't know why we didn't put the guy with the equipment out there. The other kid wanted to pitch, and he was just wearing them off the arm, off the leg. I was like,
Nice.
God, dude.
Why did
yeah.
the
This is
other
hard
teams
to
do
watch.
that?
Fuck yeah.
They claim because when you run out of home runs, if you hit a home run, it's an out. So they're like, I'm not getting out. So they just smash it up the middle.
But why?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why don't they just get hits?
Because that's not. I don't know. They don't want to get out. Up the middles are the most spaces, I guess.
Yeah, at the middle is the only place.
The
to hit.
batter just
Yes.
comes up to the plate and he looks at the dugout, and the dugout just like points at their eyes and then points at the
That,
pitcher.
that's what they were
Points
doing
at
to
the
me.
pitcher.
They were literally
and
doing.
it's like, and then the batter
I go,
just nods his head up and down, and he's like, "Yes."
the coach,
I
there's
understand.
the coach on
Yeah,
third was
I
literally
got
going. It was literally going, hit it at one, hit it at one. Come now,
Yeah.
kid.
Hit it at one. Are you number one?
No, I'm the pitcher.
Number one.
Pitcher's number one.
Number one. Yeah, I got
Number
you.
one. Dead
And then he
guy.
goes, make it hurt,
Yeah,
boy,
number
make it
one
hurt.
dead
Yeah,
guy.
you about to get
dude.
fucking
Yeah.
bopped,
Yeah.
dude.
He was-
Dude,
You had to get bopped.
You are about to wear one off the
Yeah.
face.
About to overdose on this
He
softball.
literally,
Cuz.
the third
Yeah,
base coach
dude.
was literally saying, hit it off one, make it hurt.
Yeah, take 2 and call me in the morning, dude.
I got one off the forehead. But like
Did
off,
you really?
Yeah, off the side of my forehead, but
Dude, I saw a line drive.
yeah, but it just
Oh
kept
my
it didn't
God.
even it kind of like made my vision wobbly for a second, but like it never did anything
Oh
else.
my god.
Dude, you went from
My
like
si-
1620
oh my
to
God.
2020. It
It
actually made
fixed
your
me.
vision better.
Yeah, CTE fixed
That's
me.
great. Yeah, Aaron, I need to take a couple off the dome. Then.
Actually,
Yeah.
pretty
God.
good. It's like
Yeah,
little
I need
Nicky
that
in that
treatment.
movie. Little Nicky just gets hit by the shovel and it
Yeah,
corrects everything.
Yeah, his face like Popeye's chicken is a shiznit.
I think I saw little Nicky at the Muchmores.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I think you probably did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, Mr. Bean, dude. Remember we used to watch Mr. Bean?
Yeah,
in the theater?
yeah, rat race. He's like,
Shit,
what
that's
are you hauling back there? We're hauling ass.
Dude, yeah, we did watch that one too. But I was talking the original, like
I
Mr.
know.
Bean.
It's a good one.
Yeah, the guy just makes.
He
these
was
crazy
in that
facial
movie.
Gestures.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Rat Race. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
damn!
The Mr.
Everybody's
Bean
like
movie is
cleaning
good.
up. Everybody's cleaning up, and I'm just standing in the back of this trailer, hiding, talking to you guys.
Fuck
Have
yeah,
a
dude.
blast.
Get
You're
out of here!
the
I'm on a
machine, bro.
podcast, a really popular one.
Yeah.
So shut up,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Subscribe.
I'll give you the link after. Yeah.
Yeah, like and subscribe, motherfuckers.
So
dude.
what? How many listeners you got on here now? Am I famous or what?
Probably like 500,000.
Damn.
They don't. They just
Y'all
don't subscribe.
grown.
Yeah,
we
we
got
have a lot of
I get it.
listeners. Not everybody's subscribing. So.
Yeah. They're lost.
We're in Moody and I are doing Atlanta's Funniest this month, starting July.
Dude, what is that? You guys still doing the comedy thing? Is that what that is?
We haven't done
You're
it
not
in a
even
long
that
time.
funny.
I know. That's what we tell them.
Bitch.
You guys are awesome, dude. I wish Drew sends me videos sometimes, and I'll watch them. Like, dude, you guys are awesome. I wish I could be there.
Mikey's
Be
pretty
so
funny
funny.
too, dude.
Yeah, wow, that's a good one. Wow.
Bow.
I like that.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
you,
I'll hang
dude,
up and listen.
you gotta come down to fucking Georgia, dude. You gotta come down to Georgia.
Yeah, are you still playing
I
it?
know, dude. I haven't bought a ticket or anything, but I do have that week off. My parents are coming up to visit, and they're driving. They're already here actually, and they're going back that week. Maybe they could just drive me down there.
Dude, where exactly
right
are
back
you
there.
in Maine, Mikey? What's your
I'm
address?
Right now, I'm not giving you my address, but I'll tell you, I'm in the Orchard Beach, which is like a fucking.
Orchard
It's like
Beach?
a Panama
I
City.
know.
It's a Panama
Yeah.
City of fucking Maine. Yeah.
I know exactly
Hell
where
yeah.
that's at. Hell yeah.
Shout out.
I have an apartment right across from the Orchard.
Still with your lady?
No, dude, I told you she cheated on me like a cunt.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ask you that.
Dude, Mikey's
Yeah, we didn't
fucking
bring that up on the
cleaning
air.
up. Yeah, we didn't have to bring that up.
dude.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it out.
I'll cut it
We're
out.
gonna
I'll cut it out.
No, don't. You really don't.
Yeah, Max-
Cut it out, dude. Oh, you really don't have to cut it out.
Okay. All right. She's probably listening. You know, we got a lot of listeners.
Yeah, I know. I thought that's why I'm glad you mentioned it. So let me
Dude.
say a few things about that. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, your ex is fucking
Yay.
gay as hell, dude. Fuck that
Yes, I
bitch.
love that one.
Fuck
yeah,
that
one more
bitch.
time with that one. I'm gay
Gay as hell, dude.
Yeah, dude.
She's tripping
Yeah,
as fuck.
she's gay with this guy from Virginia, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really gay.
Yeah, he must have a pussy. I don't know. He has a
Fuck
pussy,
it.
though.
Okay, we'll get back to work, big guys.
Yeah, we
Thanks
don't
for
wanna
chatting
keep
with
it
us.
up.
We'll call you next week.
People are. When I get a minute, yeah, I'll take a night off.
When
you know,
I-
just
only
for the
if you get a minute.
podcast.
All right.
All
Nah,
right.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, seriously.
know.
All right, love you guys.
All
Love
right,
you,
P,
man. See
Mikey.
ya.
Love you too, man.
All right, take it easy, fellas. Bye.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
It's a good send
All
off,
right,
isn't it?
peace.
It's,
Yeah.
it's peaceful.
That was good.
Yeah.
All right. Back to just us.
The
Oh.
vibes like go up, and it's like,
Dude,
oh,
he was
we're back in
so-
reality.
He was so energetic.
I know. What's he doing?
He's
Just
working.
unloading trucks. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
unloading
like,
trucks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'd probably be doing the same thing.
Mikey's sick. He's always been that way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like
Yeah,
he's
bless
been
his
full
heart.
throttle sport, every type. He's good at
He's the
everything.
best.
He's just like he's a good dude.
Yeah.
I always loved Mikey. I was
Mikey
never,
was
like,
better than anyone I knew at basketball, and he was smaller than all of us.
Yep. I hung out limited times with Mikey, so I was never like super close with him.
But he shopped at Limited.
But I shopped at limited,
Yeah.
and I think that's why he didn't like me.
Probably.
Yeah. Impact Sun.
Back son, man. I know. I always wanted to shop there, but I just wasn't.
What happened to malls?
I don't know, dude.
Do you think malls just
Mikey
sell
just
Coke
said,
now?
"Don't order anything. Buy it at the store." And he works for UPS.
Nah, for real.
That's what he said to start the conversation.
He's
yeah.
that's
He
right.
said, "Don't
Yeah,
order anything. Just
Yeah.
buy it at the store. This
Like,
place is so effed
because
up."
he hates his job. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Just
a
go
great job,
physically to the. Oh well, yeah, the benefits of UPS. Are
His
crazy.
brothers, I mean, they're granted they were always living with his parents,
Yeah.
but they were always seemed rich. They were
Well,
the UPS.
dude, the UPS. No, for real though, UPS. Their benefits are like top tier.
I know. I've been thinking about driving a school bus.
For real.
Yeah, I can still do
Like
what I
into a
do.
building
and-
or like driving a school bus
no,
of kids.
actually,
or,
a 767.
Yeah, not the 87, the 67. It's the mid.
Yeah,
It's
the
the mid-size.
777.
It's the mid-size caravan.
A Boeing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a
Might
Boeing.
not take out a building, but it'll get close.
A
It'll get really close.
767 will take out a. I think that's what crashed in the World Trade Center.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, 767.
So 6-7.
It'll
yeah.
take out a building.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking loser.
It's one of those planes that just have the 2 rows on the sides, but no middle row.
I think the 767 is 3 and then 4.
God dang.
Hey, Jamie, look that up.
Yeah, Jamie, he's on it. We'll get him. We'll get him here sometime. He's aloof, I'll say, at the very best. Dude, Mikey, dude, he's got to come down. I want to go. Do you want to go up to Maine sometime?
Oh, 767 has 2, 3, and then 2.
God dang.
That's a big old jet,
Is
boy.
it a double decker?
No, dude, that's a 787.
Oh, the 787 is a double decker. So there's like an upstairs and a downstairs.
Yeah, and
So
then
one
like
of those-
it depends on which model, but like the 7800, 800,
Mhm.
or 787, 800
Yeah.
is like the newest one, I think. I don't know. That's the one that Qatar is trying to gift the American people.
Qatar?
Not Trump, the American people.
Yeah, exactly. This
Yeah.
isn't for you, Trump. Okay?
Yeah,
It's
even
like
though the
labeled with
next
one of those,
president
like-
can't get it.
Yeah.
It goes to the Trump Museum
It
after
literally
you're done.
has one of those little Christmas tags on it. It's like to and from Qatar, and then the people of America. Oh my god!
And the thing is I just didn't quite understand that because like you can gift the jet, right?
Yeah,
but
it's a
we have, I think there's 2 or 3 Air Force Ones.
Do you think there's like Do you
Okay,
think
listen,
there's any
hear me out.
chance, though, that it's a Trojan horse, though? And
Yes.
there's just like 27 guys on camelback in there with like those really curved swords, you know?
Yes, I think that it's full of bad guys.
I think there might be a bunch of guys on there with poofy pants and then those really crazy Aladdin hats and those curved swords on camelback
Right.
inside the 7.
They have to wear the poofy pants because if the plane crashes, they can jump out and use the poofy pants. Yeah. Right?
There has to be at least 27 guys in poofy pants that just
Dude.
drop out of the plane and just like float down to the ground.
They use their
And
pants.
they really just like land perfectly on top of camels and
Right.
they just got
Oh,
curved swords. Yeah.
The one
That's
guy
crazy,
that's like
yeah.
that's not quite good at floating down though. He turns
Yeah.
sideways. He's like, oh,
Oh no.
he's the one fatality.
God dang.
Dude. What a good episode. The
this is
Sully said the N-word.
Sully did like off the rip too. It wasn't even
Right
like
out the rip.
middle of
dude.
the episode at
Easy
the
to
end.
edit.
Just came out really hot.
Easy
so.
to edit.
It's that barbecue sandwich, dude. It's that barbecue.
I'm waiting on it.
Looking at that barbecue sandwich this whole time, waiting to just get in on it, and you've been freaking antsy as hell. So you just throwing n-words,
So the
slurs.
So I think the 737 or the 757 is the one that mainly the 737 and the 757 are the two that like if you're taking a flight in America,
Mhm.
you're mainly going to take those or the Airbus. I think it's Airbus 300. That's like the most common plane ever, and that's 3 and 3.
Yeah, well, Tesla did say 3, 6, and 9. You know, the
And
numbers
one
you
more
focus
time.
on. One more time.
Yeah.
And the poofy pants. Army Hammer is a guy, and then MC Hammer's another guy, and they have similar names.
Do they fight because they're in the army?
One's white, one's black.
Oh.
Tell me.
Well, if they're together, they're probably going to get along. But if they're on the internet, they probably won't.
Mixed babies?
Well, if one of them has a X and a Y chromosome, yes. Are they both men? But one of them has.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So one of them might have used to been a lady.
Yeah. Well, he
Then
was
we
the
could probably-
original. Army Hammer was the original person that came up with the idea for Facebook. That's what the movie was based on. He was the actor in the movie, so he made Facebook.
Dude, let's talk about Benedict Muchmore.
Yeah, let's talk about Benedict.
So you gotta
Muchmore.
get lettuce so we can end it.
I
But
could see. Well, Jess ordered it off Instacart from
She
another
did.
story. She did. I saw it on my phone. I was like, let's
F yes.
Yeah, so we're straight. But dude, Benedict Muchmore, I literally can see Mikey in a painting somebody did with one of those like like not a Confederate suit. What was the other? The Union, like a Union.
I think that
Army
it
suit
wasn't
from
Civil
Maine
War.
with, like, the
I think
freaking-
Benedict Arnold was revolutionary.
Oh, sick! All right,
Yeah.
but they still had like the cool coats and the buttons and stuff.
If you listen to the latest Rogie,
Who's the latest?
Glenn
Rogie?
Burns.
Oh, he's
And I
the
tell
guy
you,
who
I've
did
been-
this. Was it the Revolutionary War? Or
He's
the
done 'em
Civil
all.
War? He's done them all. That's right, because he's like a PBS guy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's a really
Yeah.
good. It's a really good episode
Is it?
because Joe Rogan didn't even say anything the entire episode. He's like, "Yes, it's just so interesting," and then he like just gets into baseball. He's like, "Oh, the baseball, and the history, the baseball," da-da-da. And then he
Really?
like just goes into the Civil War, and then da-da-da-da,
Really?
and then back to baseball, and then back to the Revolutionary War.
Really?
Yeah, he talks about Benedict Arnold and how Benedict Arnold is known as like the traitor, but really, truly, before he was a traitor, he was like the best general there was,
Right.
like better than George Washington.
Well, why did he become a traitor?
Because he didn't think he didn't think America was going to win.
Oh, so he was picking the winning side.
Well, yeah, and I think the British was paying him off.
I was about to say there's got to be more
Right.
reasons. Yeah. It
Yeah,
can't
I
just
mean,
because
and
he's like,
like-
I just want the W. You know, it's like, all right. Well,
Yeah,
that would
Yeah.
be like some
I'd-
real LeBron
I'd rather
shit
be-
right there.
I'd rather be Benedict Muchmore than Benedict Arnold. I'll tell you that much.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, Mikey Muchmore's the shit.
Oh,
I didn't mean
Yeah.
to press that. And I did, but it made sense,
It
I
made-
guess, because
it
I
did
said he
work.
was the shit.
Shit,
And it did
it
a fart
was-
noise.
yeah, it worked.
All
So
right.
I did my Sky
We'll see
Razy
you
joke
guys.
tonight. It wasn't funny either.
Yeah, well, no, I asked you
I'll
that
play.
earlier.
I'll play it for you
What
after.
what was your favorite thing about tonight when
You want me to play
said-
you my jokes?
Yeah,
I'll just play it.
Legitimately, I'm down. Yep.
Mikey said, I forgot that I had my phone set to any random number that called me that I didn't have saved with the right to voicemail. Oh, okay.
See? I was like,
Moody was the one of those, so I saved his number now.
Ask him if he wants a Roxy.
Yeah, I'll ask him. I can mail it to him and ruin his life forever.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, it's actually not a Roxy. It's a Mexican Roxy. So it's fentanyl. It'll just kill him.
It looks like a gummy.
Do you
bear.
want to kill Mikey?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, let's. Come on, dude. Grow up.
I know. I wonder if he saved my number.
Yeah, he just said that.
Nice.
I'm glad to see his face. Put your hands together. The very funny. Drew Sully, a.k.a. D. Sully.
There's a baby crying in the background.
Is that baby?
I was like, this is going to be clean.
I'm from Panama, and I cut grass for a living. So a lot of people mistake me for being a Mexican. But I'm white. Thank you.
Thank you.
I grew up in an area didn't have very many cops for the didn't have very many black people for the cops to pick on. So what the cops did is they just picked on the upper middle class white teenagers. You wouldn't want to be caught driving with a beaver swoop. Call it DWBS. But what I'm trying to say is I know what it's like to be profiled. I know what it's like to be a black man in America. No, but that area that I grew up in, it was actually gentrified about 10 years ago. The Indians moved in. My Arby's closed down.
You gotta laugh.
Has everyone here heard the commercial that's like, nothing is everything? Yeah, well, that makes absolutely no sense. It's completely oxymoronic. And it kind of pisses me off. Unless you have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Then you should call your doctor and ask about Skyrizzy.
There's just nobody there, dude. Nobody's listening.
My favorite Yoshi was always the blue Yoshi. But
You're fly.
could you
I gotta
imagine
say,
if there
'cause
was a
you're
black
fly.
Yoshi? It could run really fast and jump really high. Alright guys, thank you.
That's hilarious. Hell yeah.
It wasn't that funny. Will you turn my mic jack down?
Oh yeah, I got you. You had some really your
tried-
writing has become more succinct
Well, I tried
since
to.
the last time I've seen you.
I try not to say or but the whole entire time, or or I've been trying. So I tried to just slow it down and say it.
Yeah.
It's
And
better.
You're very succinct, like way more than because I haven't seen you in a long time. Seriously.
Hey, we're here.
Hey, Sully.
Do you want to feel my face?
Sully succinct.
so you can see what I look like.
My son's doing that now. He's like, Jess calls it face mapping, and I'm like, that's such a, I guess, but like, he just like he does this to your face.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh yeah.
Just mapping it.
He's mapping it in his brain.
Is he drawing it? Is there a picture of it?
My son actually does caricatures right now. The people, he's not really into like realism yet.
Yeah, he just closes his eyes and he feels your face and he draws
Yeah,
a character.
Character. I just need a fucking mental image.
That
of this.
fucking nose.
Yeah. He's like, wow.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I love Dad's face. It's like
Jesus.
he does the booty thing with his hand. All right, I gotta pee my pants. So
Me too.
you want to just call it quits?
All right. See you guys.